Right now, we are seeing increases in gas prices, in grocery prices, astronomical increases in utilities. Everything is inflated right now. And at the same time, we know that our unemployment rate has gone up. Within a year, our unemployment rate has gone from about 3.2% to 5.4%. So right now, we know that people are feeling the squeeze from reduced income or no income and trying to grapple with all of these rising costs while they have less income to pay those costs. And so right now we don't need a higher cost for taxpayers in order to close that budget deficit. At the same time, it's interesting that the proposed budget includes increases to our public safety line items. So the police officer's budget, to the office of the sheriff, to the fire and EMS budget, to the Homeland Security budget. Collectively, we're seeing a $73 million increase to what is budgeted for those line items. And while I can't speak for the intention, I do think that we have to give thought to the fact that when more people are financially struggling and we're not making investments to stabilize them during an economic downturn, we are instead investing a lot in public safety. And what we need to consider is that more public safety measures without preventing instability and financial struggle could lead to more folks being incarcerated for poverty, right? We in this country have a history, a very long history of criminalizing poverty and not taking that same money that we're using to protect folks. We're not using that money to protect them from poverty and from what comes when you find yourself financially struggling. And that's another $73 million. And I don't know how much of that could be redirected, but I do think that's something that we all have to look at and talk about and think about when we see that there's so much money that's being redistributed in our budget in order to balance the budget. And so I want to urge everyone during this election cycle, it's very important to read the fine print, right? When someone says, I'm going to close the budget, I'm going to balance the budget, I am eliminating this deficit, we have to ask how. We have to ask why. We have to understand what money is still going to be maintained, right? There are several offices within our county that are going to see increases beyond just the public safety offices that I mentioned. Several offices that are going to see increases.